But I know I've been there so many times and I am comfortable there, and I can see when they are starting to break, and that just gives me more and more. If he pulls out of this fight early, I will not fight Imam. I'm not a fan of his style. I think he's great. I think Imamov's very, very good. I don't know. You know, the track record is not good. 6 pullouts, 8 fights. She has 8 wins, and you see 6 pullouts. There is a 50% chance almost, like what's that, 60% of fights versus he has a 40% chance of pulling out. But that's not how I work. I train for the fight. I have to be honest, if he pulls out of this fight early, I will not fight Imamov because I want to fight Khamzat. I don't want anything else. If I'm already there, you know, 2 weeks, I'll fight Imamov if he pulls out. But if he pulls out on 4 weeks, I'm not going to fight. I'll wait for him to be ready because I want to beat him because he's the best right now. I want to fight only the best of the best. And Imamov deserves this.
He's the number 1 contender.
He's number 1 contender, but is Khamzat going to be able to take me down? Absolutely. Absolutely he'll be able to take me down. This is how a fight works. I would hope so. Isn't he like some Swedish champion or something? I would hope he could take me down. But then he has to deal with me on the ground and he has to keep me there. Can I take Khamzat down? Absolutely. Am I going to take Khamzat down? Absolutely. I'm not scared of Khamzat wrestling. I'm not evading. I'm not trying to stay off the ground with Khamzat. That's the mistake everybody makes.
Dricus Du Plessis isn't talking trash. But don't confuse his calm for weakness. The reigning champ has a clear message for Khamzat Chimaev. This isn't just another fight, and it won't be another easy mauling. Dricus isn't here for show or highlight reels. He's coming to dominate, dismantle, and push Khamzat like never before. There's respect, yes, but mercy, don't expect any. This is war, and Dricus is ready to go all in.
Yeah, I think Khamzat's an incredible fighter, but you know, you're fighting in the top 5 of the UFC. Everybody's incredible fighters. And, you know, he has this one thing that works for him and it's been good, but, you know, Khamzat is an absolute animal.
If you're still wondering how focused Dricus Du Plessis is, just listen to how he describes his fighting style. He's not out to be the cleanest striker or flashist grappler. That's not his game. What he brings is relentless pressure, raw intensity, and chaos that most fighters simply can't endure. He's not chasing points or perfection. His goal is to drag opponents into deep waters and see who truly wants it more. Whether it's on the ground, standing, or in the clinch, none of it matters if you can't keep up. That's exactly the kind of war he's preparing to bring to Khamzat.
I would describe my style as just hard style. And if you fight me, I'm always going to come forward. You know, whether we're on the ground, in the wrestling, or in the striking, sometimes I get the guys are just better in terms of technique than me, but that's not what fighting is. You can be great in technique. It's a fight. How good can you be when I punch you in the face?
Drake is on him now. Oh, it's bad.
C'est vrai qu'en fait, en Afrique du Sud, ils ont la particularité aussi de s'entraîner dur, qui te poussent à bout physiquement et mentalement, et qui font qu'une fois que tu passes ça, je pense qu'après le combat est plus facile que cet entraînement-là, c'est sûr.
What makes Dricus even more unsettling is how casually he talks about pain. For him, pushing beyond exhaustion isn't extraordinary, it's standard. He trains until there's nothing left, then digs even deeper. That's his baseline. When fight night arrives, it's just another round in the grind. So if Khamzat plans to storm Ming and break him early, he might realize this isn't a storm. You power through, it's one you get stuck in. When both men are hurting and there's no escape, Dricus doesn't fold or panic. That's where he thrives. While others start questioning everything, he settles in. And that's usually when the fight begins to quietly slip away from whoever's across the cage.
Imagine, you know, going to that dark place where you get tired. You can't even lift your hands, but you have to. It's some people, like, you know that feeling. And when I get into the fight, when we get there, I can see my opponent is there too. He's not at home, and I'm at home. But I know I've been there so many times, and I am comfortable there, and I can see when they are starting to break, and that just gives me more.
Dricus may speak respectfully about Khamzat, but don't get it twisted, he's not here to make friends. When the cage door closes, that respect vanishes. He becomes cold, focused, and ready for war. When asked about Khamzat, Dricus didn't shout or talk tough, he spoke calmly, and that made his message even more chilling. He's not nervous, not chasing validation. That chapter's closed. Now, it's about dragging Khamzat into a type of pressure he's never felt before. Not looking for a quick knockout, but applying non-stop heat from the opening bell until something breaks. Dricus isn't aiming for a close fight, he wants dominance. He wants Khamzat to feel, for the first time, like he's facing someone who won't fold, someone who just might break him.
Now, whether it be Strickland or Khamzat Chimaev, it's Strickland. I have felt everything you can give. And I promise you, this time the judges won't need to be there. If it's Khamzat, you think you're strong, you think you're powerful, you have not felt anything. And I can't wait till I see it on his face, because I see it on every single person I fight's face. When they realize, oh shit, that's the message.
We have a message for Khamzat Chimaev.
I'll see you when I see you. I think he tweeted something. He actually tweeted, because when his tweets make sense, it's his agent. And when it's just like random English words in a certain, it's him. And he said, this fight, shit fight, bullshit fight, yeah. Well, I mean, trying to get to a fight. Couldn't get the welterweight title. Definitely not getting the middleweight title. Like, talk about a waste of potential.
The moment Khamzat's name came up, Dricus didn't need to raise his voice to make a statement. He stayed calm, but there was a dry, almost dismissive edge in his tone. Like someone watching a loud performance and not buying a second of it. He acknowledged the back and forth on X, but it clearly didn't faze him. If anything, he treated it like background noise. He even admitted he doesn't always bother to reply, not out of pride, but because he's busy living life, laughing, and focusing on things that actually matter. When he does respond, it's not about going blow for blow, it's about landing the punchline. For Dricus, social media isn't a daily obsession. It's just knows he checks on his terms. The message was clear without needing to be spelled out. Khamzat isn't living rent-free in his head. That cold distance, it says more than any insult ever could. Even when the conversation lightened with jokes about inviting Khamzat after the fight, Dricus didn't flinch. The wall stayed up. He made it clear right now, Khamzat is the enemy. Just one man standing in his way. And soon, Khamzat's going to find out what happens when the jokes stop and the fists start flying.
Firstly, the smack talk on X. Is that something that's just part of Dricus Du Plessis?
Sometimes I even reply only like a week later. But I'll see it and I go, that's funny. And then I think of something and I'm like, geez, I'll get to this later. I'm busy now with a series or playing my game or
driving your car.
Driving a car. I'm like, I'll get back to that. 2 days goes by and I'm like, oh. Then I see another pop up and I go, gee, this guy. I don't even look at what page posted it. It's like for more traction. I just go, I have something funny right now. Let's go. And I'll just say it. And sometimes on X, I don't go on X for 2 weeks. And then I go on, I see this list of comments and I'll just choose random ones and be like, for like an hour when I have a little bit of time. And then I just go on about my day. It's fun for me.
It's not invited to your barbecue, right?
No, for sure not. For sure, and we cannot call it a barbecue ever again.
No, I know, but I'm just saying for our international audience.
It's called a braai.
Okay, fair enough. On the record, in South Africa, it's a braai, and you should adopt that. So Khamzat's not invited.
He's definitely not invited. Maybe after the fight, he can come. But yeah, as for now, he is the next foe.
Oh, this is crazy because I always bet against DDP, and he always shut in my mouth. But I'm feeling like this can be a fight as fast as the fight with Khamzat and Whitaker. Like finishing the first round or